Hey, Mallory here, back with Mark and Stuart. We're going to show you some ways to exercise your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads.
Mallory's going to demonstrate the first exercise. We call this exercise hamstring curls on the ball. It's an exercise that's overlooked by many. It seems to be very easy, but try it out for yourself and see how hard it actually can be. With the ball, it's not as difficult, but she's going to start with 2 legs, which is probably the least difficult way to do it. What she's doing is she's putting her feet up and rolling her legs back to her, keeping her hips up and her body stays on a plane. She can also go into 1 leg. She's going to take 1 leg off and keep it up, like so, and now she's going to pull with a single leg. This is actually a little more difficult than the 2 legs. And then the third way you can actually do it to make it even more difficult is to take the ab dolly.
This is just another way to make it a little more difficult so you can progress into this exercise. He's going to do the same thing as I was doing on the exercise ball, and he's just going to pull in the ab dolly, keeping his hips up. And he can also use 1 leg. This will make it a little bit more difficult. Just bringing it in slowly, concentrating on kind of keeping the hips higher.
Another exercise that we would highly recommend, especially for the ladies, to work the glutes and the hamstrings, is to be lying on your back and doing what we call just a basic hip thrust. So she's going to keep her feet up on the step right there and pressing her hips up into the sky, just like that. Nice and easy in control, using her glutes and her hamstrings. She can also go to a 1-legged hip thrust to make it a little bit more difficult, just like that. So it's trying to keep her back nice and flat while she does the exercise.
A great way to really target those glutes is to do a standing kickback. So what you're going to do is just find something stable to hold on to. You're going to grab it and be loaded in 1 leg. So you're going to keep your leg loaded the whole time there. Keep it nice and flat back, and then you're going to kick straight back. Notice how when I'm kicking back, I'm not going to open my hips up here. So I'm going to keep my hips flat, kicking back. If that's difficult, you can also start coming at an angle in here also.
So one of my favorite exercises is doing squats with the ball. So you put the ball against the wall, and it's going to be in the curved through back. You place your feet in front of you, and then you place your hands wherever is comfortable. I like to put them on my hips. And you're going to slowly squat down. You don't want to go any further than your a 90-degree angle, but you don't have to go that far. It's whatever you're capable of. So just slowly up and down, and to make it a little more difficult, you can also do 1 leg. So today we showed you how to work your glutes, your hamstrings, and quads.
And tune in next week. We're going to show you how to beat the cardio plateau. We're going to take you off the treadmill and do some exercises that are going to change up your routine.